It's the first time
the most widespread calling for an end to strictly
That's what people want.
I'm going to tell you a story about progress. The kind of progress so mind-boggling it makes you take a step back to think, is this even possible? See, in 2017, there was a Chinese car company called BYD, and they were making cars like this, the E6. As a first attempt to enter the Singaporean market, the E6 was alright. But it's not a car I dare to corner hard in for my own mortal concerns. But that was 2017. A lot has changed since then. Fast forward 6 years, what has BYD been up to? Well, they're now making cars like this. From the E6 to this, in just 6 years. If this isn't the definition of progress, then I don't know what is. And this IF Design Award-winning car was penned by none other than Wolfgang Egger, and he designed the likes of the Alfa Romeo 8C. Perhaps that's why this slippery seal boasts one of the industry's lowest drag coefficients at just 0.219 CD. Beyond that, you get a really sleek interior with great tech and good materials. The car is well designed, with good legroom and headroom at the back despite the sleek roofline. Boot space stands at 402 litres, and you also get another 53 litres of space in front, where an engine usually would be in a petrol car. Regardless of trim, you'll be able to charge your BYD Seal from 30 to 80% in just 26 minutes on a 150 kilowatt fast charger. Powering the Seal is BYD's own blade battery technology, which are single cells that are inserted in an array into the battery pack, just like a blade. The space utilization is improved by over 50% compared to conventional iron phosphate blocks. And BYD's blade batteries actually exceed the standards of the nail penetration test, which is a test that simulates the consequences of a serious traffic accident when a battery pack may puncture. Now, usually, this would lead to spontaneous combustion, but not in the case of BYD's blade batteries. Frankly, I don't really know how this works, but it is at least reassuring to know that your car won't just combust. But that's not all the progress the Seal has to offer. The Seal features double wishbone suspension up front and a multi-link setup at the rear. And on the performance trim just like this car, that works in tandem with BYD's Active Intelligent Body Control System, which provides bespoke damper settings. The end result is a car that is well damped and handles very well too. This car features 50-50 weight distribution, and that means really neutral handling all the way up to the limits of grip. And when you do brake traction, it rotates in a very predictable and manageable manner. And all of that instantaneous electric torque, 670 Newton meters of it, has to be managed by a properly competent computer system so that the power gets put down into usable traction. And BYD have truly delivered on this front with their own version of torque vectoring. You always feel like you're in control of the car, even when you're driving it like this. Whew. Not once do you have any doubt that the car may just twitch and go off course. You may feel the car slipping, but you'll definitely sense that the computers are vectoring the torque around to catch you back. Let's quickly take a step back to reframe things. BYD is a brand that makes cars for the masses, but here we are talking about the Seal's great driving dynamics. And yes, 0 to 100 in 3.8 seconds isn't exactly what you'd call blistering fast nowadays, especially when you're comparing to the current crop of supercars. But I don't have to remind you that we're talking about a comfortable, practical passenger sedan, do I? And that's what really shocked us about BYD's electric Seal. It's that this car is such a complete product. It's convinced us that it's a practical car that has plenty of room for its passengers, a luxury car that has plenty of kit, and a performance car with the numbers and handling to match. The BYD Seal, yes. This is a car that really gives you confidence-inspiring progress. From the E6 to this car, which I genuinely like in just 6 years. And all of that is rolled into this one car. My, if this is what the electric future holds, I don't mind it at all.
Motorist